Are you sick of people you don't like questioning your life decisions? One of the most common questions you get asked in your life is why. I recently got back from Brazil. People were asking me all the time, why'd you go to Brazil? Why'd you go this time of year? Why do you choose this area? Why didn't you go somewhere else? Why? Same way in most of my life, people ask me, why am I up at 3:45 a.m.? Why do I go to the gym? Why do I go to the kickboxing gym that's so far away from my home? In the same way in your life, whenever you make any decisions, people often ask you why. Now, most people ask you out of curiosity, intrigue. They're trying to understand, be better themselves, learn more, which is great, awesome. But you also met people in your life who ask you the question why. Why'd you switch your hair up? Why'd you wear that outfit? Why'd you choose to buy that house? Why didn't you do this instead? And you can just sense with some of those people that they don't ask you with good intentions. They're questioning your life choices in a negative way, not to be productive, not to help you in any way, not to learn, but just because they wanted to give the impression that you made a poor choice. And I found from Alex Hormozy, the best answer you can ever give in this scenario is because I wanted to. So let's say somebody asks me, why'd you buy this jacket? And I'd instantly try to think of a good reason in my head if I don't like the guy, like, oh, because it was on sale, because it looked really nice, but whatever answer I give, he has to decide, was that a good or bad answer? Oh, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, it's cool, I guess. Like, the ball is in his court. But if I say, because I wanted to, no one knows what's going on in your brain. So it's on you to decide whether the answer is good or not. And of course, you'll decide it's great. This same principle of not knowing what's in somebody else's head is often used actually in law enforcement and self-defense cases. So I have a concealed carry permit to carry a firearm. And one of the first things you learn is when you're talking to your lawyer after an incident, or I'll give you another example in a second later, but you tell them, and your lawyer will tell the judge, hey, it's not that the other guy was threatening him. It's not that it was a dangerous situation. It's not that the car was in front of, all those things are on other people to judge. Do they think it was a dangerous situation? Do they think he was going to punch him first? Do they think that the guy looked hostile? No, the lawyer always says, my client, he felt like his life was in danger. They say that because you can't know what's in somebody else's head. How do you know if he actually thought he was in danger or he didn't think that? Just recently, in terms of news, there is this ICE agent in Minnesota or Minneapolis. I don't follow politics too well, so excuse me if I get any of the facts wrong. But basically, he shot a woman as the car was driving away. People are saying he was in front of the car. People were saying he was on the side of the car. People were saying the car hit him. People were saying that the lady was in the right to leave. He shouldn't have shot her. I'm not sure about all the details. But you will notice that he will not get charged with a crime. And I'll tell you why. Because when his lawyer goes to the court proceedings or whatever, she's not going to say, well, the car was going to hit him. The lady was a criminal. There was a weapon in the car. They'll always just say, my client feared for his life. That's all they'll say. The magic words. He felt like his life and his safety was in danger. Because how can you know what was in that guy's head? It could be a BS lie. It could be true, but you don't know. So to tie that back to the main point, when somebody asks you the question why in a hostile way, you can sense they don't have good intentions. The best thing you can say is, because I wanted to. Because I like it. Because that puts the ball in your court for you to decide whether it's a good decision or not, and not on them to make the decision for you and put you down. Quick little hack for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Wishing you a fantastic rest of the day. Take care.